Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a great day. Answering a question that I've seen quite a bit in the comment section. It is, what is my financial end goal? What is the overall big picture for what I'm trying to do? The major question that I kept on getting over and over for this one is how much money is enough? My end goal financially for what I plan on doing it's kind of all over the place, but I'll try and explain in the best possible way. My goal, or rather, I give myself 5 to 10 year goals, but I think after 10 years, I'm going to slow down a tiny bit. The current 10-year goal, no. The overall goal, which was the question, is to own between 25 to 30, potentially 35 properties. I think for me, that is a very good number, especially with the current rent that I'm getting from places. And I think that that number would set me and my future children up completely fine. All of what I'm basically doing, for those of you, my also end goal is I'm accumulating tons of assets for my future kids. That's my main goal, so that they never have to, not that they never have to want, but I want to make sure that they are incredibly comfortable so that they can kind of do in their life what they want to do, whatever that might be. I don't care. I'll support them, just knowing that I also have the money to kind of back it up. The end goal is to have 25, 30, 35 properties, is to have anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 pieces of art. And that's kind of I'm going to put a plus at the end of that because I don't know if I can stop buying art. It's kind of addictive, if I kind of want to say that. How much money is enough for me? I'm glad this question actually came up as well because it's something that I've discussed with other friends as well before. I actually have a number, and I think it's anywhere between 3 to 5 million as a portfolio number amount. And this is, I don't know why. It just feels right, if that kind of makes any sense. It could also be, I read an article, this was years ago, I'm not sure if it was in Forbes or Bloomberg, where they were asking people, what is rich to you? What do you think rich is? And the very common answer that kept on popping up over and over, it was never 100,000, it was never even a million. It was always $3 to $5 million. People assume at that point, this is also a lot of people assuming that this money wasn't invested, that they could live off of this 3 to 5 million and they'd be completely fine. But 3 to 5 million, even 5 million, even if you just simply put 5 million into rental properties, $1 million typically gets you around 6,000 in rental income. So that's 30,000 a month in income from that money. You're probably fine. Most people should be able to live with around like 5,000. Now imagine 6 times that. So this is where I think the number kind of comes from. So this is my overall goal. I should hopefully be able to hit that goal relatively soon-ish, question mark. Maybe that's wishful thinking. But that I think is my number as far as how much money is enough. And I know that I've heard from other people before, people always say it's never enough. That like when they finally reach that goal, they'll kind of go a bit further. No. For the simple reason that for those of you who don't know me, if you do, hello. For those of you who don't know me, when I do something, I really do it. I don't know if it's because there's something in my brain that's wired differently than everybody else, but I kind of obsess over one thing and I really do everything that I possibly can until I hit it. I've gotten to the point where I've realized that I'm doing a lot more than I actually have to be able to reach these goals. And I'm starting to think of what I want to do after all of these things. I am currently retired, so I do not have to work. I can live off of my investments. However, I work actively between the 2 YouTube channels to be honest with you, as another source of income. Because the more sources of income that I can make, especially when I'm younger, it gives me more time when I'm older to not have to work at all. So all of this money, if you never saw my other video where I was talking about how I allocate my money, I invest all of it, everything. Not half joking, this is exactly the thing that I follow when I'm investing, and that's kind of how I work. Next question that someone was asking was, when will I stop investing? I don't think ever. I think even after I've reached that goal, If I at some point see a property down the line and I'm like, oh, I like this place in Spain and I know it will make me money and passively through Airbnb, I'll still buy it. I think I'll stop actively investing as hard as I've been within the next, it's somewhere between the next 5 and 7 years. I can feel that it's like I'm nearing that point. I think I'll always invest in some capacity, whether that's me buying art, whether that's me buying comic books that I love that I potentially assume one day will go up in value, the first appearance of this person, the first appearance of that person, what have you, or even maybe someday in the future, simply collecting gold and silver coins, because I think they're also kind of cool. Like, think of the idea of collecting gold and silver. It's kind of like it's like something that like kings and queens do, or like royalty do. Like only investors collect, gold and silver coins. So that's something that's kind of also I've thought of before. But as far as like actively, I think I am a good 5 to 7 years away. Working actively, also the same. I think realistically, I will, what's the phrase? I'll ride it till the wheels fall off as far as the YouTube channels. We'll see how long they go. I know that nothing lasts forever. I will give you information on investing for as long as I possibly humanly can. But at some points, even newscasters and stuff like that on TV and other TV personalities, they all have a final episode. So I assume at some point, who knows when, I will also do the same. Working actively, I'm gonna give myself that same 5 to 7 year time frame. If my channel's still pumping along in 7 years, thank you beforehand. But this is kind of the time frame realistically that I'm giving myself. Usually things have a lifespan of around 5 to 8 years. That time frame. And the last question was, when will I start doing things that only bring me joy? It's a deep question. Also because I'm currently in a situation where I realize once again that I'm doing a lot more than I probably need to do as far as investing. And I'm looking to get back into a number of other hobbies that I had before. I want to take up archery and I want to take up a lot of other things. Yeah. So I guess the answer would be 5 to 7 years. How much money is enough? 3 to 5 million. When will I stop investing? I don't think I'm ever going to stop investing. I'm going to be buying art until I'm like 139 years old and wrinkled as a prune. That's just how it's going to be. But yeah, I hope I answered your question. This was a fairly popular question. A lot of people have been asking me this one. I don't know if it's simply because of the current world situation, if it's something in the air, not exactly sure what it is, but I hope I answered your question. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me them. I've seen so many people asking me tons of questions. I have them all written down as well. I have a list and I'm checking it twice. That was very cheesy. The point is, yeah, ask me questions. I mean, if it's a crazy question, I'm not going to answer it. Somebody was asking me some other question and I was like, okay, well, you had your fun. Anyway, do hope you all enjoyed. Hope I answered your questions. Hope you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching and or listening, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.